Crazy that the music still played. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Chase.
You were catching me jamming out there, Chase.
I know. It is your boy Chase, aka CR Media. Welcome to another episode of the Dynamite Post Show, where we break down everything Dynamite, and we let you know what we liked and what we didn't like, and we give you an opportunity for you to tell us as well. We appreciate everybody in the chat.
And Chase also gets angry at my neighbors.
Absolutely. We greatly appreciate everybody joining us in the chat. If you guys have not already, whatever platform you are respectfully watching on, please hit the like button, hit the share button, especially the like button or the thumbs up. It greatly helps the algorithm, helps get it out there. So we greatly appreciate it.
And yes, Tyler Cooley, you can see, we've got a guest host tonight as well.
That's right. Tyler Cooley, appreciate you joining. Axel says ABJ returns. Yes.
I see that. I saw Tyler Cooley's post about the I-70 shirt. And that looks awesome.
It does. It's a very nice shirt. Yeah, you're an admin on We Talk Wrestling. I approved your post. I appreciate that, Tyler, because some of those other groups are kind of dickheads about that. So it's always like what do you want us to post in here? Like, this is whatever. Anyways, initial thoughts on Dynamite tonight, guys.
I thought it was a good show.
Yeah.
I thought they sold a pay-per-view. I think if you watch tonight's episode and you don't want to see tonight's pay-per-view, I think you missed the boat.
It was definitely a good show. Definitely had some solid build up for the pay-per-view.
Good. I was going to say I quite enjoyed the show too myself. But we'll kind of get into that. Appreciate Stephen Chambers.
I don't
input.
I'm joking.
Hunter Dillon.
I'm not happy with Stephen. He went to a website. He wasn't in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh. He left the Discord and went to a website.
Interesting.
Everybody knows the Discord rules. You have to chain yourself to the desk and never leave us.
Never. So before we kind of get into the show, guys, I do want to take an opportunity to go around the table and have all of you plug your socials, introduce yourselves, if you will, and go from there.
You go first.
Well, Chase is CR Media 1988 here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. He's part of Sports Empire Network, which you'll find us on right now as well. And he's also he also hosts the I-70 Hot Tag and the Pit Stop. And I don't know what else to say, Chase.
Yeah. And then Scott, you pretty much took care of all of it. So Scott, go ahead and plug here.
And tomorrow you're announcing the winner of that beautiful NWA United States World title.
That is correct. A red strap NWA United States Championship. We will be spinning the wheel and announcing the winner tomorrow on the show live. So
ABJ is Anthony Blackwell Jr. on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, probably the hub.
I'm getting close, boys. Listen, this life ain't panning out for me, and I'm broke. So if you need feet stuff, let me know. I'll
check out ABJ's merch. He's got some fantastic merch that's Schofield County inspired. And from that shirt that he posted earlier today, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it came out really well.
And you can find myself at RazDarkWolf on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, social, and now on YouTube as well as Twitch.
Absolutely. Kevin Owens, Lord.
I'm going to be like Kevin Owens right now. I'm going to be snacking.
Lord Draken from the Power Rangers series.
There you go.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Heard that. I wish you didn't hear that, but I just heard that. So guys, we kicked off the show with Wardlow coming out, and then was kind of short-lived. We got Christian and Luchasaurus. There was ladders involved. It got a little crazy to start off the show. So Scott, what do you think? Are we getting a ladder match at Double or Nothing?
Oh,
It's already been announced.
For sure. Yeah. It got announced later in the show, but yeah, 100% it's a ladder match. And there's going to be interference, of course. So I think we will probably get a title change.
Christian Cage, the new TNT champion.
Yeah.
It's got a weird ring to it.
But
better than flopping off Wardlow every 2 weeks.
I see that they're getting a bit more focus through the challenges that are coming to get the belt, because then you can push Wardlow to the back of it again, keep him fighting to get that chance again.
Steven Chambers wants to know if Wardlow can climb a ladder.
He's very athletic. He'll feel good, Dom.
Yep.
He's tried to, but he keeps falling off.
Did not hear the news yet, Tyler.
Unfortunately, superstar Billy Graham has passed away.
That is correct. I did hear that news. I already forgot about it. I have a bad short-term memory. That's what happens when you smoke a lot of ganja. So,
is it weird that I much rather watch Wardlow and Luchasaurus than Wardlow and Christian Cage?
No, it's not.
No, not at all. They're two very athletic, large men. Yeah. So I'm not opposed to that at all. I was very kind of confused, kind of head scratching when Christian Cage officially challenged Wardlow a couple weeks ago or whenever it was, or announced that he was coming after the TNT title. I thought that was odd. I would much rather see Wardlow and Luchasaurus. So.
I think it's just because they want to get a bit of a name recognition near that title.
Yes.
And they want that title to have a bit more than a mid-card status.
Yeah. We kicked off the night with a match from Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Lee Moriarty and W. Morrissey. Big Bill. I always hate that name, so I always try to avoid saying it at all costs. But I thought this was a decent opener match. Obviously Orange Cassidy in it, Lee Moriarty. Very entertaining.
Not a barn burner, but still a quality match.
Absolutely. What say you, ABJ?
I think Orange Cassidy, man, has week in and week out been killing it, man. He's been putting the title on TV. He's been putting on really good matches. And the story that he's building is that every week he's just more and more and more and more beat up. And then every single week he goes in to defend his title and he's at the point of exhaustion and then that he's beat. And so when he finally loses, it doesn't hurt his character that he loses the title and that he defended it so much he wore himself out.
Yeah. 23.
Maybe even the birth of a new version of Orange Cassidy where
what is it? 23 matches in recently, and he's won most of them.
Yeah. And guy's been putting on some work, and now he's going to. Well, I won't bury the lead. I'll wait till you guys talk about it. But I thought it was a decent tag match.
Yeah. I agree. I
got Lee Moriarty on TV. That's always good.
Yep. Steven Chambers says he respects Orange Cassidy more each week.
The dude's agree. As I've said before, the dude, when I first saw him, I was like, what the hell is this gimmick? And I look at him now, it's a hell of a lot different. And I respect what he does in that ring and the character that he portrays.
Yep.
He's literally so good that if he actually gave a shit, he would be the best guy in the league. That's literally his character.
Yeah. I love it. Jake is not very happy with the battle royal, if you will.
I like it. You needed a battle royal. It's for a title. And can Orange Cassidy overcome the odds again? And can he beat all 21 or 20 guys?
And
I think that battle royal is going to be really fun to watch.
My question is, who are the 20 guys? Who are the 20 others that he's going to be facing?
Oh, AEW has like 220 people signed, so they'll be fine. I'm sure they can find 20 guys to put in the ring with him.
What if number 1 is Cassidy, number 2 is like, I don't know, Kip Saban, and you're like, oh, here we go. This is the next guy that Steven literally said Kip Saban. Kip Saban comes out and it's like, oh, it's gonna be a battle royal like that. And then the next 4 come out, and then it's like Miro, Andrade, like all the guys who's been gone, like it's loaded. It's loaded with anyone in the ring that you're like, who can do this? And it makes you excited the entire time. Like, oh, is the returning Miro going to be in? Is the return Andrade? Is this guy going to do it? And then it comes down to like maybe 3 or 4 popular choices in Orange Cassidy. And if he retains, fun. If he doesn't, we have a new champion. It's a win-win for us as fans.
I like it. I don't hate it at all. The callback to Darby winning the match with a headlock takeover. I know ABJ loves that. Like I said, I like the callback. I was wondering at what point was Darby going to bring in the headlock takeover, obviously, because that's going to play a huge part, or that did play a huge part in Darby and MJF's history. So I was wondering at what point between, whenever the match was announced until Double or Nothing, were they going to throw that in there? I'm glad to see they did it tonight. And they didn't do it at Double or Nothing because I started to worry a little bit that it could have been done at Double or Nothing. But I digress. Anything to add, Scott?
No, nothing on that one.
All right.
I think we all nailed it on that one.
Okay. ABJ, you want to? I know. I'm just anybody who knows our friend Anthony knows that Darby is just not high on that list, and absolutely.
I don't dislike him as a person. I don't dislike him as a worker. I don't see the character.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's understandable. Like you can't buy into something that you don't see.
Alex Marvarez. I always have trouble saying his name. Interviewed the Young Bucks. They were attacked by the Blackpool Combat Club. I thought I kind of liked this. I like what they're doing with the Blackpool Combat Club. They're making them like bullies. They're making them how they should have been when they started. Guys that are take no prisoners, pick on anybody, looking to fight anybody who they can, jump anybody who they can. I really like how they're portraying them now, especially with all of them in there. I loved how I can't remember if it was Nick or Matt, but one of them was like, okay, let's do this. And then they picked up their suitcase and chucked it at them.
Yeah.
No, they said, guys, we ain't here for a fight. We're actually and they just grabbed it and threw it. Like,
that was classic.
Yeah.
And then someone's brand new Ford F-150, the most rugged all-terrain truck on the planet, gets a nice new hood ornament of Young Buck.
Yeah, Matthew Holland has appeared.
Wow, Matthew Holland. Look at that guy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for a while.
I haven't either.
Oh my God. This whole time he'd been calling me that. I didn't get it. And now I do. Apple bottom jeans. That's great.
Anthony Blackwell Jr.
I love that. I love that so much.
Oh shit.
Sonny Money, appreciate you joining. I got frog splashed while I was about to pass out drunk by Sonny Money while I was in St. Louis. So fucker surprise frog splash me.
Is there a video of that?
No, there's not. There's not.
Ah,
There's not.
there needs to be a video of that.
See, what you have to do when your friends pass out drunk, you have to take a trophy buck picture with them. So when they're sleeping, you take a picture. You ever see when people shoot a deer and they get their picture with the dead deer? You have to do that with your drunk friend. You just stand next to it like you're.
I wasn't passed out yet. I was just like I was right there. I was right there. We just got food and I was ready.
Let's make that the new thing. Don't mess with your drunk friends. Don't like shave their eyebrows or like light their socks on fire, make them piss themselves. Just take a photo with them while they're drunk, like a trophy buck.
Just don't pull an Eric Cartman and put your dick in their mouth.
Oh well, that just happened on Sports Empire Network.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Stevie Elimination Chambers. Well, if it isn't Matthew Ridge Holland, that's right. R.I.P. Billy Graham crackers.
Graham crackers.
I love how he spelled crackers. I was like, what?
He was aiming for graham crackers.
Can we get Matthew Holland in the Discord? That has to happen. Matthew, go on your computer, download Discord on your phone or your computer, and come join us, man. Could you imagine him in the voice chats? I'd love it.
I'm surprised you didn't hear me singing Judas at your hotel door at 7 a.m. the next morning. Yeah, no, I struggled to get up at 8:45, but it had to be done because we had to set up for FanFest at 10 a.m. So, yeah. Anyways,
and Chase is still hungover today.
No. It took me a couple of days. I will admit that I'm not as young as I used to be, and your boy was well overserved that night. So, anyways, huh?
Sue him
soon. Yep. We get Renee backstage with Orange Cassidy, asking him about Wardlow. Kyle Fletcher and
Wardlow first.
What about Wardlow? Oh, yeah.
With Wardlow first.
Well, we kind of, the reason why I skipped that, Scott, was I asked about the ladder match and then we kind of confirmed it. So,
okay.
I didn't see a point of doing that again. Kind of the same situation here though. Cassidy, Renee asked Cassidy about, what he's doing at Double or Nothing. And Cassidy pretty much says, I'll take on anybody. I'll take on all of them. And,
go to Tony Khan.
Yep. Go to Tony Khan. Sammy Guevara gets into a match with Exodus Prime. Not
13 seconds.
Yeah. Was it 13 seconds? I know it was.
It took longer. It took the guy longer to put his contacts in than it did the match to be on.
Wow.
It was about 13 seconds, roughly.
Story of my life.
Steven Chambers says Renee was really busy tonight. Renee needs a raise. I think she does pretty well with AEW. So
I agree.
This FTR and Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett thing, man, just I in my opinion, I think it keeps getting better every week. And you guys know me, I'm not it's not my thing, but man, I'll tell you what they've been doing with Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Briscoes and FTR. I dig it, man. I've had lots of fun with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We also saw the debut of Karen Jarrett tonight.
Yes. Almost slipped and called her Karen Angle.
Yikes.
That's why I didn't bring it up. That's why I didn't bring it up, is because I was about to be like, hey, we saw Karen Angle tonight, but yeah.
Awkward.
Yes. And it's crazy to think, like, God, it's been over a decade since all that shit went down, and I still want to call her Karen Angle. But yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought it was super entertaining, and
it's weird that Jeff Jarrett is entertaining in 2023.
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird at all. The dude's been a GOAT for a minute.
That's the thing. Like, he's been good, but it's weird to still see him as entertaining in 2023.
Yep.
From someone who was Intercontinental Champion in WWF to World Champion in WCW to NWA World Champion and TNA World Champion, and
dude's been around for a while.
Then going into GCW and back to WWE, and then now AEW. Like, the dude's made his rounds and is probably having the best couple of years of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will definitely agree. And I'm a lot better towards it than I was towards, like the beginning of the situation. Obviously, I've been extremely vocal on here about, my disdain for Jeff Jarrett, but man, like, they've done really, really good. So, I absolutely positively dig what they're doing right now. Santam Singh, I thought he did great tonight, and he's been doing better as well.
Yeah, the dude bloody in that video package where they were at the farm.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
Yes,
and he's just gotten better every single damn week.
Yes,
and like I said to you before, give me Satnam Singh and Mark Briscoe together, because they would make a great comedy tag team.
Yeah. Steven says he liked how FTR pushed Singh in the table. I thought that was great. And then I love it when Singh got back up and he was angry and mad and caused a bunch of ruckus when he got in there.
The one thing I do have to question, though, is why the hell was he trying to get Jay Lethal naked?
Why not?
He was trying to get Jay Lethal naked on the... like, he was ripping his clothes off. What the hell?
Jay Lethal's a sexy man.
I'm not sure. Renee's backstage with Darby Allin, references the headlock finish in the match. Darby said it was a message to MJF. What's the deal with Sammy Guevara? Is that going to be the...
I'll let ABJ take this one.
Oh, Sammy's essentially just turning babyface. He's going to be I feel like he's someone that you could market as a giant babyface in the company. I think he's someone he could be the anticipate, like the next person that could be like an MJF rival if all else fails. And I think they're going to try to see if the crowd responds to him as a babyface. And if they don't, then they can just be like, he was a scumbag the whole time and he tricked everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always got that ace in the hole.
Yeah, no, I think that I think the crowd has been very receptive to him. I'm just a lot of it seems a little forced. You know what I mean? Like, when they're trying too hard to be good.
You keep Ty away from him on camera, he's going to get a pop.
Yep.
If you put him and Ty together on camera, it's not going to work.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just, especially like tonight, the going up and shaking Darby's hand and all this other stuff. Like, a lot of it just feels, forced, almost like they're hinting towards something. I hope not. Like I said, I agree with ABJ. Sammy's, young, he's good looking. He's very athletic. So he's somebody that can be extremely marketable as a baby face. And after this, everybody says, hey, what happens after this 4-pillar match? Well, where do they go from here? Sammy is the guy that can keep, going after MJF, and MJF can continue to keep the title, continue to one up Sammy, blah, blah, blah.
Sammy has a good opportunity here to be not necessarily the world champion, but to be a top card contender that is rivals for anyone who holds that belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sammy can be your Seth Rollins of WWE.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's an ace in the hole.
Yep.
Yeah. He can be the ace of the company. Yeah.
I like I said, some of that felt forced tonight. So I just don't know if that's just how it came off,
It's definitely forced. It's kind of like they're doing the same thing with Sammy as they're doing Britt. They're trying to make the next marketable female of the company that they feel like they have a long future in. They're young. They have great looks. They can be people that you can market around and do things with. I don't know. I think they see Britt in the same light they see Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that it doesn't turn into one of those situations where Sammy ends up helping MJF win at Double or Nothing.
I guess we'll see from next week and how the crowd reacts to him next week, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens at Double or Nothing. I mean, they're obviously testing the waters to see. If it doesn't work, then obviously Double or Nothing, we might get that screw job sort of finish.
We got this Tony Storm and Ruby Soho against Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida,
Which was originally supposed to be a 6-women tag match.
Yep, but Jamie Hayter.
Yep. Jamie Hayter got injured. From what I can tell, they're selling it as a legitimate injury. But once again, it's pro wrestling. Who the hell knows?
Who the hell knows? I was a little disappointed. A lot of this match was picture in picture.
Not for us.
Not for us.
This is why you need to join us.
Come to the Discord.
Yeah.
Join us in the Discord, Chase. We have cookies.
I know. I've got the 75-inch TV, and I would prefer to watch my shit on my.
I've got a 75-inch TV, and I still watch it in the Discord.
I know. That's weird. Yeah, it was a decent match. Of course, the Outcasts are going to continue to win until whatever blow off happens. They went backstage with Orange Cassidy. That's when Orange Cassidy announced the 20-man battle royal.
Or 21-man battle royal.
21.
And called it the Blackjack Battle Royal.
Yep. He also offered a spot to Renee in the match, and Renee politely turned it down.
That would have been hilarious if she accepted.
Absolutely.
Could you imagine Renee being in that match and just winning it for shits and giggles?
Yes. So obviously the news was broke today by Warner Brothers. Thought that was very interesting that Warner Brothers decided to go ahead and do that.
Well, they did. They had a whole conference thing on their whole TV lineup going forward. So they weren't going to be like, well, we're not going to announce this and then wait for later on tonight.
Yeah, it was the upfronts, wasn't it?
I'm going to be right back. So just kind of I'll wave when I'm going to come back in.
Okay.
So just boot me out.
It was for the upfronts. They had the Warner Brother or WBD upfronts today.
Yeah.
So like Fox and NBC had their upfronts earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought, I get what they did.
Did you notice that he's teased the announcement of where the first show is going to take place for next week?
Yes.
But we already know where it is.
Yeah, which is odd. I thought that was weird. Like, why wouldn't you just go ahead and do it? Kind of makes you wonder if somebody's going to be in attendance to make the announcement next week.
I think they want to lock him in for it, and I don't think he was locked in at this point in time, and because there's new rumors coming out and shit like that. But
yeah, he made a comment. He made a comment on social media, I think, that implied that he's not going to be there.
But that's standard for Punk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not. It's professional wrestling, like you said. So
yeah.
I'm excited for it. They're going to do the whole tour of Canada. They talked about for Collision. I think I think kind of like what we've talked about, you and I on bad booking and this show prior about how it's not going to be a brand split, but there is going to be a silent roster split where only certain guys show up on Dynamite and only certain guys show up on Collision.
I think it'll be a soft split, and it won't be like your hard division of this is the Collision roster, this is the Dynamite roster. It'll be you'll have them, and you'll have others on the roster that back and forth.
I was crotch shopping you on the way in. I don't know if you've seen it.
I didn't. I was paying attention to Scott, and then all of a sudden I saw you start sitting down. So I was like, all right, well maybe he's ready. And then I saw you do the thumbs up thing. So I'm kind of upset I missed you crotch shopping. So
yeah.
We just got done talking about Collision. Were you there Sunday for bad booking? You were there for Sunday for bad booking, weren't you?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about kind of like that the soft roster split. I don't think there's going to be a draft where they say, hey, like, we're going to pick this guy and he's only going to wrestle on this show. But I think there is going to be, a silent split where it's like you notice that, hey, Wardlow, Andrade, or not Wardlow, but Rusev, Andrade, and CM Punk only wrestle on Collision, while these people only wrestle on Dynamite.
Here's my thing, and I kind of said it in the Discord. Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's a very hard night.
It is.
It's good when nothing's going on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But when you got college football coming up on Saturday nights, when you got all the UFC pay-per-views, WWE's on Saturday, GCW runs on Saturday nights, like all the independent scene runs on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
That's a tough sell.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they didn't do Tuesday. Or
agreed.
Thursday.
I would have went after Thursday or Tuesdays, because I'm going to be honest with you. I love AEW, but Saturday nights are my independent nights. That's a DVR show for me.
Yeah. Which so is Rampage right now for me. So how long until Collision becomes like Rampage?
Possible Collision logo spoof coming soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course.
The Falls Count Anywhere match. Roddy and Jericho.
A fun match.
A very fun match. And I love it.
Adam Cole banned from the building.
So was the
not
JAS.
Step foot in the building.
They were both the JAS and Adam Cole were banned from the building. From being inside that building.
Yes. So when Jericho or when Roddy lured Jericho outside the building, Adam Cole was right there waiting for him. And what did we say last week? Didn't we say last week that not we, I don't want to throw you in this. I said last week that there was no way that I didn't like this match because I was like, Roddy's not going to win this match. This is just a match for Jericho, to kind of sweeten the pot, with this feud with Adam Cole, and man, like
you were wrong.
Yes, I was gratefully wrong. Absolutely.
I mean, it continued the feud with Adam Cole, but you were wrong because it worked out and they had the plan.
Yes, agreed. ABJ Matthew wants you to rub that tired eye.
No, I think I have an eyelash. That's why I was rubbing it.
Oh, okay. It's not because you're tired.
No, I feel pretty good right now.
But yeah, man, I loved this. I thought it was super fun. We get a Jungle Jack Perry and Roosh in the next match.
I was concerned about this match.
Yeah.
Because my concern was that they were going to, with how strong Roosh was in the match, that they were going to put it that Roosh won the match and make Jungle Boy look like the weak link in the title match. and then have him come out the victor somehow, but not win the belt.
Yeah. I like how they had them in separate matches, but all of them were intertwined tonight in some way, shape, or form. Like ABJ said, it kind of got me excited for this pay-per-view. I'll tell you what, this is the first time in a while that I've been excited this far out, because not just, tonight kind of excited me as well, but I mean, prior weeks I've been excited for Double or Nothing as well. So I was just going to say that, like, this is the first pay-per-view in a while that I've been excited prior to a week before the show.
Yes.
Or the day of the show. Because there was some pay-per-views, towards the end of last year, I think, where it literally got to the day of the show, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm excited to watch this because I have nothing else to watch. But for this, I'm pretty damn excited for it. So
yeah, great. Yeah, it's a fun night.
Yep. MJF, we saw a small appearance from him. Renee asked him about how his night's going, and he didn't say much. He just slapped the microphone away. I liked. I could have done without it, but I like how they kept MJF off the show, to kind of give the other three guys an opportunity and give other guys bombs away. That's what I think of. That's what I think of every single time.
That or when he stabbed Mass Transit, the fat underage kid.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of that the guy.
Just such a random funny comment.
I know. But I was yeah.
That's great.
Yep.
As soon as I
read it, that's what I thought of. I tased that son of a bitch, and then I threw him bombs away.
I tried to get his head to smack off that turnbuckle. I tried to kill him.
Oh shit!
New Jack, man, New Jack. R.I.P.
Yep, absolutely.
Classic.
We saw footage of Jamie Hayter being injured last month by Tony Storm. Just kind of sweetening that feud. Switchblade Jay White and Ricky Starks.
I like the way they're bringing in Jay White. I like that we're getting Jay to actually be in the mid card before he goes to the main event.
And they gave you such a teaser of what both of those can do in the ring.
Yeah.
If you thought that match was good, that match was turned down for a reason. Because once it ended in DQ, I said, good. Because now they're going to go on pay-per-view, and Jay White is going to make Ricky Starks a megastar.
For sure.
Yep.
For sure. And Starks has had potential for ages. Just he needed the right person.
That's low key a really good fantasy book match. Jay White, Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just needed that one person to get him to that point. And Jay White is that person. Jay White is the person that is versatile and can pretty much work with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Ricky Starks 5 years ago at the first ever Journey Pro event, and when I saw him then, I was like, man, that guy's going to be a star. And he is. So,
and look at him now.
Look at him now. So, Nothing. Obviously, it sucks about the disqualification, but ABJ kind of hit the nail on the head there. A match like that, you were, once you saw it ended into DQ, you were like, yep. And now they'll go do it in a better match with a brighter lights.
Also, it's a very, very, very rare thing that AEW matches end in DQs.
Yes. Agreed.
I think this is like one of 4 that have ended in a DQ in a 4-year turnaround for the company.
Yeah. What? Did you watch the video of New Jack yelling at Chris Bat hit with teeth, Benoit? Did not. Oh. He was saying, I think he's saying, that's Chris Benoit's nickname. That's Matthew's nickname for Chris Benoit. I get it. Okay. Nevelman Network. Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you chiming in. After that match, there's a little bit of time left.
Yeah.
And so we get Don Callis.
That crowd hated him. That crowd hated him. Are you going deaf, Chase?
No, my phone. My phone is playing the show, but it's doing it randomly. So I'm like losing my mind here. I thought I took my headphones off earlier and I didn't hear it. So that's why I gave you guys a weird look. I thought ABJ was like watching a video. So I was like, all right.
No, I have a lot going on right now.
So anyways,
I apologize.
No, you're good. I thought he was watching a video. So I was just like, all right, move on. And then it started happening again. And then I caught it. It was my phone. My phone is like playing the live stream, which is awesome. So, anyways, Don Callis comes out to the ring to explain why he did what he did to Kenny Omega. Didn't last very long.
Explanation.
Yep, didn't last very long. Kenny Omega showed up, and before Kenny Omega could do any damage, the BCC showed up and
go down to the ring and take the ring, and Mox cuts one of the best promos that he's cut in a long time.
Yes, agreed. Like I said, I love this bully persona that they're trying to play. And Kenny stands up, and out comes broken and battered, the Young Bucks with weapons. And right as I think it was Excalibur, might have been Tony Schiavone, one of the two, said they're still outnumbered.
Yep.
Hangman Adam Page's music hits. I thought this was a super cool moment.
Eye patch Hangman,
yeah. Like if you wanted Hangman to look any more badass, give him an eye patch.
And a leather one.
Yeah.
And we got an amazing promo from Hangman as well.
Yep. Absolutely. I thought it was a great way to end the show. Not very happy about the match choosing. Anarchy in the Arena. I think that last one went like really fucking crazy. And it was just like
Tully Blanchard in tiny man shorts was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
But yeah, Anarchy in the arena where they just like the match just went on forever. And I remember Moxley was just bleeding like a stuffed pig, and it was just
Daddy Magic was bleeding like an animal.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was going to be blood and guts. I was honestly hoping.
I think at some point we're going to get blood and guts, but you realize with blood and guts they'd have to have 2 rings.
Yeah.
So, I don't think they're going to do that for. I think we have to give them more time for them to introduce blood and guts, but I think blood and guts is still on the table.
Yeah.
Just not for Double or Nothing. But overall, thought it was a damn good show. I guess
definitely sold me more on the pay-per-view, and
absolutely.
Definitely made me confirm that I'm going to get the pay-per-view.
Yes. Like I said, it's for the first time in a while. I'm excited prior to the pay-per-view, like for it to get here.
Yeah.
Crazy. I know I've said this before, and I harp on this all the time on the hot tag with local promotions. Like number one, if you run an indie promotion, why the fuck would you schedule an event the same day as WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble? That's really dumb.
I know what you're going here with here, but AEW had the event before NXT.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, but
a lot of people are going to be taking advantage of Memorial Day weekend and going and doing Memorial Day stuff. Of course, a lot of wrestling guys, wrestling nerds aren't going to, but that's a very popular holiday weekend. I just don't understand why people do that.
AEW had it locked in for a while, and people knew it was coming up. So
yeah,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But NXT has tried to counter promote by putting their pay-per-view on the same day.
Yep.
So that's going to be another interesting factor for Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like NXT shows are good, but I mean, if it's an AEW show or an NXT show, I think AEW will gladly take that. So it's weird when they do it on holiday weekends where it's like, it's Labor Day weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend, especially like holidays where people go out, like that's a big camping thing, and people.
But you get WWE booking shows on those days, and like their SmackDown and Raws are on holidays and stuff like that. So
yeah, well, it's usually like right at the end there. You know what I mean? So, but Anthony Blackwell Jr. has a great idea. There is the link, gentlemen, ladies. Anybody who wants to join, I will give you a time limit to join. The time limit, of course, as always, is going to be the Rampage breakdown and the card of what we have so far next week breakdown. If nobody joins the stream by then we will close out and call it a night. So on Rampage, you're going to get Mox, Claudio, and Yuta taking on the Best Friends and Bandito. Sorry. We'll also hear from the Hardy Boys. What are the chances of Jeff Jarrett and not Sanjay Dutt, but Jay Lethal winning, and then the Hardy Boys being their first challengers?
It'd be a good tag team. It'd be a good tag team to get everyone. Oh man, who could be the one to beat them? I still think I said this a while ago. I think the best thing that happened for the Acclaimed was Jeff Hardy going through what he went through, because I think at that point in time, I think they were slated to give the Hardy Boys their tag team run.
Yep.
And
Agreed.
Jeff went through his things, and obviously it stunted it. And I think Matt's body is hanging on just long enough for one more tag team run, so they can say they won tag team titles in another major company. And then I think Matt sails off. I think Jeff does some solo, and I think he's not too far behind him.
Agreed. 1,000% agree. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass are going to take on the Varsity Athletes and Ari Daivari. Jade Cargill's open challenge for the TBS title. ABJ, who do you think dethrones Jade?
Mercedes Moné.
I don't hate it. And then Bishop Khan will take on Dustin Rhodes. That is your Rampage card for May 19th, Friday. And then the AEW Dynamite card, all they have listed as of right now is the Lucha Bros are going to defend the ROH Tag Team Championships against Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. So,
do you think we see a title change in that match?
Nope.
No, absolutely not.
You don't think so? Not. You don't think that they're going to pull the trigger and be like, BCC are the best faction around?
No, I think the Young Bucks cost them the titles.
Actually, yeah, I see that.
All right.
I see
So
that.
only one guest. Shocker. Not a shock at all of who it is. So we'll go ahead and bring him in here, allow him his time, and then we will close out, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Hardy likes his weed and beer, as do I.
That's his problem.
Hunter Dillon, 95. Sir, how are you, sir?
Gentlemen, it feels like old times. Feels like old times, doesn't it? With ABJ back in the mix.
It does.
It
You
feels
know,
like about an hour ago in the Discord.
Feel like making love.
I don't hate that. You know something. My dream car is always. My dream car is a late 70s Corvette Stingray, preferably in black. The only reason for that is so that I could call it Black Betty Bamalam.
I kind of like those late 60s, right before the 70s cars. You know what I mean? Not quite 68, not quite 70, you know?
That joke, I knew that joke was going to go no. Yeah, I knew that joke was going to go nowhere. I was trying for a little bit of humor. Oh, Steven, please don't ask that question. Are you sure you want to know, Steven? Are you sure you want to know?
It's like they say, ABJ, the speed limit of sex is 68 because at 69 you got to turn around.
Steven over here asking how many skip cars. Like, are you sure you want to know?
Chase's face.
Hunter, what was your favorite part of tonight?
Oh, thank God you asked that question. It was the Strong Jericho match, the one lone highlight of the night for me.
Wow. Think you're too hard on tonight, Hunter.
Hunter, were you hard on tonight?
Does this answer your question?
Just all skip cars. Wow.
Does this answer your question?
Unbelievable. Wow. Insane.
Oh boy.
It's insane.
One match. The one I thought that the freaking Starks freaking white match was gonna be good, and then it ended the way it did, and it's just don't get my hopes up, AEW.
It was telling a story, Hunter. It was getting a story for the pay-per-view. It was giving them the story to go to their pay-per-view match.
Absolutely.
You're probably right, Matthew. I do probably have green apples on my ears, or I have a Razer Kraken headset. Where's the thing? There it is.
Absolutely. Hunter, if you could change one thing about tonight, what would that be?
Are you sure you want to ask me that question? Everything.
Okay, Hunter, fantasy book tonight. Fantasy book the whole show.
Don't ask me to fantasy book when I'm friggin' tired as all heck.
No, fantasy book the whole show tonight. How would you have done it?
Extend that Sammy Guevara match. Get rid of Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Freaking change the ending for the women's tag match. We all knew what the ending was. It was going to be freaking predictable as all heck. We all knew about the freaking collision thing. Get rid of Tony Khan's announcement.
But they announced the whole tour.
Well, are you kidding me? Now I've got a phone call in the middle of the show. Hold on 1 second.
Deal or no deal?
No, my mom's calling.
I love this show. I miss this.
I hate this show.
I miss Collins. I think we should.
I'd rather watch.
In the middle of the show.
I'd rather watch two men sodomize each other.
Sorry about that.
That'll happen in London. That live from London.
Wants to know how my son Larry Lipstick is doing. Larry Lipstick is doing fairly well.
Larry Lipstick? I don't know if I should be worried here, Hunter.
All right, Hunter. let everybody know where they can find you on social media and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I think I'd better before I get into trouble. On all the socials, the Discord, on the old YouTube and the Instagram and the Twitter, it's at HunterDylan95 and Twitch as well. I'm gonna try and get back to streaming sometime soon. I've just had to take a moment to grieve over the death in the family. Also, if you are a content creator or a wrestler or a podcaster and you want some high quality logos by Hunter, affordable prices, fast turnaround, ABJ can attest, Raz can attest. And I know, Chase, I have you as a potential client. So I'm
going to draw it right now.
Yeah, yeah, you better
draw it right now.
Yes.
It's going to be a dick and balls.
I swear, if it's that, I'm going to charge you double.
Oh, there it is. There's this.
And yes,
there's the ABJ merch.
While he's drawing, I'm just going to go ahead and say, Chase, watch the hot tag tomorrow night. Big interview, big giveaway. ABJ has got a big interview tomorrow night on the podcast. I'm facing the wrong direction. He's got Grimm's Toy Show. Raz, follow. I'm always pointing in the wrong direction. Raz, follow him because he's got some content coming up pretty soon. So,
yep, going to
all
be
of
starting
the
a new
nights
show called Raz Talks With. Soon.
Yes, follow all the good people because these are good people and.
That's a first.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't be.
There's going to be a new show coming that I'm going to be chatting with different people.
Yes. I wouldn't be advertising all you guys if I didn't think you were good people, and you all are good people. So, you all get the $195 seal of approval from me.
Now you need to make that logo, the seal of approval.
I really should. Maybe it'll be a spoof on the Nintendo seal of quality, the old Nintendo seal of quality.
What
I like it.
ABJ's drawing as well. Oh shit, this is worrying.
What is this? Is this a drawing contest or something? What is that? Oh dear God, what does that
we'll
say?
see our media outline there, you know.
Oh God. Well, we're off the air now.
I didn't see anything wrong.
You
with
didn't. I did. And it might get you taken off of YouTube. Now Chase is.
Hey, I already mentioned dicks in this video, so if we're going to get taken off of YouTube, it's going to be my fault.
Yeah, you're probably right. Also, I should point out that in the Discord, in ABJ's Discord, I host game shows. I do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've been starting to do a lot of Deal or No Deal and Wheel of Fortune lately. I debuted a new game last night called Strike It Lucky, which was a ton of fun. We're going to try and do that again later on this evening if we get some people who are interested in
and last
striking
week we
the
had
strings along the archways.
And last week we had a horrible streak in regards to Deal or No Deal.
Yes, we did. Raz was the one who started. It was all your fault, Raz.
Actually, it was ABJ. It was ABJ.
Well, no, that's right. It was ABJ's fault because he went down to the last two cases and only wound up with $100. And then Raz followed that up with a terrible string of bad luck in his game.
That was fucking hilarious, though.
I will tell you, out of a possible $6 million that was on offer that night, only $941 was won. Matthew, can you wait a minute, Chase? Can you highlight that? I just saw.
Don't highlight that.
Don't highlight it because then
that
you
will get us banned.
That will get us banned.
I wasn't paying attention, and I literally almost did it.
I do not. I only like Omega.
Yes.
Maybe. I think we're due for one of those.
Oh no, not again.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Are we going to see a butthole again this time?
That's the rule. That's
All
the rule. Can't leave until we get one.
All right, Hunter. You have a fantastic night, sir.
Yeah, I better get out of here before I get into any more trouble.
Yep. Get your ass out of here. Have a good night. All right. So
roll the credits.
Yep. Roll the credits. For myself, Chase, CR Media 1988, where you can find me. for my good friend Scott and Anthony Blackwell Jr. We appreciate you guys tuning in for the AEW Dynamite post show. We wish you good luck.
At least he didn't say starfish.
Oh my god. Good fight. Good night.